explain, we discuss, and make sure that we come up with a solution. Even if it's not resolved, I believe it will be on its way to on its way of resolving. My name is Pastor John Nanaya Ochuri. I am a pastor, head pastor of Global Prayer and Anointing Ministries, and also a president of Alliance Creative Community Project, a non-governmental and non-profit organization that has in consultative status with the United Nations Economic and Social Council, ECOSOC. And I'm also a chairman of United Canadian Emergency Response Organization. So I'm standing on these 3 tickets to speak today at the studio. We're going to discuss about some of the things that lead countries, and sometimes it makes some of the youth in the country don't respect the executives or don't respect the elders in the country, and sometimes the elders also don't respect, and let me use the word, let's say politicians don't respect the civilians, and then civilians also don't respect the politicians. I'm not going to talk about politicians, but I'm just using that as an example. So let's pick one topic here, meaning I know a little bit about African politics. I'm not saying the politics itself, but I grew up in Africa, and I see how they they play, some of the politicians play their roles and how they do their things, which we're going to discuss some of them here. You bear with me, and do you agree with me? What I'm saying, you know, is true. You that you're watching. So we're going to discuss about those here, those things here. So why is it that sometimes we are quick to? Why is it that sometimes we are quick to judge? If we are journalists, we are quick to come out with a story. Is it because of the name? Is it because of the fame that we want to make? Is it because we want to be on top of everything? Is it because we want our name to be heard? Or is it because we want the company to know that we are professionals? We are really doing the work. And if we find ourselves being in politics, when something happened within the politicians, especially opponents, we are quick to come up with judgment. Let's bury him. Let's disgrace him. It will enable our party win. What I want to say here tonight, in Canada, the time is 8:54, exactly 8:54. What I want to say here is, why is it that sometimes we are very quick to judge? If you have a family member, you have a friend, you have a pastor, you have a co-worker, and something happened, we're too early to judge. We don't make any investigation. We don't slow down. We don't do nothing. We just judge it. So at the long run, when you find out, at the end of the day, when you find out that it's not true, what do? You destroy the person. You have destroyed the person, you have destroyed his entire generation, you have tarnished the image of a whole family. Why is it that we do that? So, you doing that, do you feel comfortable doing that? Or you just do that just to make the name? The people will know, oh yes, I brought the news first. I brought up the news first. Let us learn. Let us learn. Take our time and learn. Let us learn to watch, observe. Let us learn to exercise patience on matters. When something happens instantly, you can be quick to judge. Evaluate what is happening. Check it. Make your checks. Make sure that what you're about to say is the right thing. I'll give you examples. Some of the African youth, I wouldn't say all of them, but I'll say some of the African youths, whether in diaspora, whether in a country, whether in African continent, whether wherever that they are coming from, they always say their leaders are corrupt. Yes, of course, some of them are corrupt, yes. But the more we keep on saying they are corrupt, is the more they will keep on being corrupted. The more you talk about it, the more they keep on being corrupted. Because even if the person is not corrupt, because we're saying they are all corrupt, now they will all join it. What kind of world are we living? And let's bear in mind, it's not only Africa that is corrupt. It's the entire world. Everywhere on this continent. Name it. Tell me any country that is not corrupt. But let me tell you how they manage their affairs. Places like, let's say, United States, places like Canada, places like European countries, the Western world, everywhere, especially China and all those places that are developed. This is what they do. They don't quick judge. When their leaders loot money or their leaders does something that is not supposed to be done in office, they will politely approach the leader and tell the leader to resign, because it's part of the constitution. It's part of the employment that they gave you, the appointment that they gave you. It's part of it. If you find yourself being misleading or something go wrong, quickly resign. And if they resign, they give you the option that, look, it's either you resign or we expose you. The person sitting down, the leader that is about to expose somebody, or let me say the leaders, the cabinet, they all think alike. They knew that they are also part, they also in the same area. So they won't put you down, but rather they force you to resign so that they keep that undercover. They will keep it. They will never mention it. That is what is happening. That's the reason why America and all those superpowers, those countries, you don't hear anything about them. They will force you to resign. Whatever you did, just resign, and they will keep everything safe. And if you resign, At the end, if it is money that you took, when you resign, you have to refund the money to where it belongs to. Because I don't think if you are in position and you take maybe $50 billion, you will spend it within some few time. No. Even if you buy properties, return it to the government, and you understand they will make sure there's there you will go. There is nothing. If they expose you and you are out there, it becomes a game in the system that when they also go wrong, somebody will also expose them. So the country becomes dirty. Everywhere you go, you know that the country is corrupt. That is what is happening in African continent. African continent, as I know, yeah, there are good ones then. There are good leaders who are doing marvelous things. They are doing genuine work. There are good followers too. There are good citizens who are doing genuine work. They don't get involved in any bad activities. But there are some who are quick to judge. Unless a journalist doesn't hear that a minister couldn't even account for, let's say, a bill, or maybe they pass a bill and something went wrong and they hear, they will quickly bring it out and start publishing it to the whole world. Social media is now there. They will just pick it up. This one will talk about it. This one will talk about it. And then by the time you finish, by the time you realize the story that was supposed to be hidden, or the story that was just small, they make it and even add more things and make it look too scary. They are doing this in Arabian countries. They are doing it in African countries. They're doing it so many places. I can't tell you that is not happening in Canada or America or anywhere. It's happening everywhere in the world, but how they manage it. So you can see any youth just coming up to say, look, I'm insulting this president. I'm insulting the prime minister. I'm insulting this executive. I'm insulting this king, insulting this chief. No, you won't find anything like that, because the system is working. Their system here is working. You could go on social media and say anything that you want, but make sure you don't break the rules. The system is working. Why can't African continent system work? That the followers or the citizens would really support the leaders. It doesn't matter whether you're party A or party B. So if you are party B and party A is in power, don't tarnish their image. Just do your politics, but don't tarnish their image, so that when they come out and you are there, nobody will also tarnish your image. But they will go to the extent of insulting each other. So the followers are also watching. You make yourself dirty already, so the followers will also follow. And then they will start insulting. What happened? What happened? What is happening in this world? That you see a youth that will pick up an adult. It's not ordinary adult, but a king, and then insult the king from A to Z. What is happening? My brother, my sister, my fellow Ghanaian, my fellow citizen, my fellow African, my people, my fathers, my sisters, my brothers, my mothers, let's sit up. Let's keep our secrets. If somebody does something, and you're a journalist and they bring it to you, make sure you make your investigation. Do not publish it. Because if you publish it and it comes out, you're blocking your own blessing, blocking your own self. You think today you will be famous, and then tomorrow the person that you disgrace, the family are also watching. The person goes home, sit down, and then the person can't do anything, and then the family members will be angry. Is that what you want? Is that why you're doing that? No. That is not good. I heard some countries in Africa, they call their leaders corrupt. That's why they are also corrupt. No. If your leaders are corrupt, the more you limit saying corrupt, the more they also limit being corrupt. Let me tell you what happens. If somebody is in a position and a person is supposed to manage the position for you to come and take over, and you that you have, you're coming, you the youth that you're coming, and the person is already in the position, what do you think will happen if you start insulting them? If you start disrespecting the leaders, they will spoil the presidency. They will destroy everything. They will use anger to destroy everything for you. The leaders will make sure that they leave nothing for you, but they will leave debt for you to come and take over. You will be indebted to other countries because of mere respect that you never give to them. You see, because the social media is out here or out there, everybody just come on the social media and then they will pick up somebody, because you won't get rid of them, you won't get hold of them, you can't get them, insult them very well. It's never good. Let's change our ways. Let us change our ways, because the Western world, the Americans, the Canadians, everywhere, we are unique. Let's do the right things. Yes, your leaders are corrupt. So Americans are corrupt. Europeans are corrupt. South Africans are corrupt. African continent is corrupt. Not only your country. China is corrupt. Everybody on this planet is corrupt. If you want to know if whether everywhere is corrupt, if you want to know if there is corruption in the country, now, I mean in the world now, ask yourself, when the coronavirus happened, who has found an antidote to coronavirus? Nobody. I've been saying this all the time. Nobody is able to find an antidote to coronavirus. Why? Ask yourself why. And we are all following face mask. We're having our shots. Why? But if it was back at the days, they will have people who are in offices, they are researchers to come out with it. So you should know, anywhere, if you want to believe, any angle, any area that coronavirus is, even pastors are running away, head of states are running away. They're all using the taking vaccine, and they are using face masks. Everybody is running away from coronavirus. What does it tell you? So it's not only Africa, it's not only Jamaica, it's not only America, it's not only one place that you say your leaders are corrupt. So you continue saying they are corrupt to tell the whole world that they are corrupt. Stop it. Respect your leaders. Let the leaders also should respect their citizens. That is what we're looking for. Any area that you are trying to do something valuable, do something good to help, support the country. Anywhere you are, whether diaspora, whether you are in your own country, do something to help the country. I heard recently in Ghana, some people came up and then it became like a movement that they just come on social media and pick up one king or chief and then they insult them from head to toe, destroy them, tell whatever that they are doing. Look, everybody have skeleton in his closet, including you that you're talking about the king. I'm not saying what you're doing is wrong, and I'm not saying it's right too. But let's be careful, because you destroying that person to make the name become famous. Tomorrow, somebody will also destroy you when you are there. If you are not there yet, don't talk about it. So please, let's respect elders. Because if we are looking for peace in the world, respect is part of it. Respect is the most important thing that we have to come by. Respect is something that we need to respect the elders. Respect our elders so that we will live long as youth. Because we are the future generation. Some people are looking up to us. Today I'm on my fellow youths. Some people are looking up to us. What are we doing? What are we doing? You the youth that you got opportunity to maybe be promoted to a high rank position, play your cards well. Whatever that is happening there, at where you're coming from and where you are going. So if they want you to be corrupt, let them know that you are not corrupt, because you have a long life to live. Imagine if you don't play your cards well, or you don't rule well, or you don't act well in that position, and something happened. You still have long life to live. Those 70, 80 years that you are in a position where they will go early. You will suffer with us. I'm telling you, let's reposition ourselves anywhere we are, whether in Africa, US, Jamaica, wherever, Caribbean. Let us do the right thing. Let us stop fighting the leaders. Let us stop fighting the leader. I know somebody will be there and will be talking about me, saying who is he to talk about this? Who is he to say this? No, I am nobody. I'm not saying I'm somebody. It's just an advice that I'm giving to. I'm trying to let us understand what exactly that is going on, which is not right. We must be very careful on how we trade. Unless you don't hear that something has happened in Jamaica, quickly you bring it on social media. People laugh over it. You know what you're doing? You're painting Jamaica black. Unless you didn't hear anything from Caribbean land that they said, oh, this is happening. You bring it to news, TikTok, Facebook, you destroy it. You're destroying yourself. Because at the end of the day, you go back to the same country. Let us not destroy what you struggle to build. Let us not destroy it. And let me tell you, you see the country that you have migrated to go stay, they're also monitoring. They are watching you, the way you behave, the way that you are bashing people from your own country, where you came from, the way you are insulting people. They are watching you. People are watching you. Think they're not watching you. People are watching you. Whatever movement you're doing, they are watching you. They want to see, because every country needs good people to manage the country with. So if you are on social media insulting somebody, they are watching you. Just do it. They're watching you. But one day will come. A day will come. A day will come that they don't have time for you now. They're watching you. Just keep on doing it. I won't talk much about that. And also, let's talk about um, some of the youth. I'm going to talk about the youths, some of them. I heard in African land, they set up a movement called Common Sense. It's a nice movement. It's a very nice, beautiful movement, believe you me. But the point is, it's a nice movement, but what is the mission? What is the vision of that Common Sense movement? Is it only to attack Christianity, attack the religion? Let me not use Christianity, Muslim, all this religion. Let me categorize it. Is it only to attack religion and break it into pieces? Do you know the history of religion? I'm not here to lecture. The history of religion it was set up. Religion was set up to calm humanity, to break humanity from doing undoing things. If you are a Muslim and you have a mom, you're a Muslim, you have a mom, and you're going to do something, you're going to even commit crime, or let's say you're going to kill yourself, or you're going to steal, you're going to do something, and the imam call you to advise you because you have belief and faith in the religion, you will stop, you will calm down. Same way, if Christianity, someone is going to do something that is not good, that would disturb the entire generation or the world, and it goes to church and a pastor calls the person to talk to the person because of the belief that they have, believe that the person in the church or the pastor or the religion, the person stop. So you don't see chaos, you don't see the world in the massacre, you don't see things going wrong, you don't see war, you don't see this. Why do you think all these things have stopped? It's not because of your doing. It's because of religions, multiple religions that we have in this world. Everybody is calming its own people. Muslims are doing it, Christians are doing it, Jewish are doing it, name it. Hare Krishnas are doing it, name it. Because all the teachings of the religion, all the teachings of the religion is talking about one thing. All the teachings in the religion is talking about one thing: peace, love, togetherness. So now this movement that has set, the movement that we have set, they said a common sense movement that is breaking churches, that is breaking down churches, breaking down religions. Yes, definitely. Every Bible or every the history book has a loopholes. But the loophole, let me tell you, the loopholes that you are talking about, Bible always speak in parables. It speaks in general parables. If you don't obtain the knowledge, wisdom, you will never understand Bible. Same way Quran, if you don't obtain wisdom and knowledge, you cannot read Quran and understand it, because it speaks so many ways. And I always give example that, look, you have a community center. You live north, somebody lives south, somebody live east, somebody live west. The person, all of you, do you think all of you will pass the same route to the community center? You have to come from somewhere. Route that is close to your house. A route that comes close to your house. That is where you will come from. Because I won't leave my north and come and pass south before coming. It's too long for me. See, that is how the Bible or the Quran and those things are. Everything that is being encrypted in there need wisdom and knowledge to understand it. That's why in the olden days, not ordinary people that touch the Bible, but because now we are in technology where they did it in a book form, everybody can touch it, but not everybody that understand it. So if you don't understand and you're forming a movement saying that common sense, no problem, no worry, but make sure if you are breaking down and you are tearing apart the religion, you have to get a proof, real answers. If you bring out something to say the thing is no good, then find a solution to it. What is the solution? That is what I understand the common sense movement means, right? Please, let's stop all those things. Because what we are doing is rather creating confusion. Because now, if all religions are not believed, let's take it this way, that nobody believes in religion. Nobody believes in religion. Somebody will just pick up a knife and come to your house and then just juke you with it. Somebody will pick up a stick and hit you with it because he doesn't have anybody that he believes in to control him. So please, those movements that are coming on, we should just let's form it a movement. That's fine, but let's try and educate the people rather than breaking down the religion, saying things that we believe it is true and then we use it against Christians that does not understand what the biblical Bible means. The Bible speaks in parables. So if you don't obtain wisdom, you can read it. You can understand. You can read it. Bible doesn't mean that it said what? It says a lot of stuff, right? The Bible speaks a lot. Quran speaks a lot. That doesn't mean that the way you understand it, that is how it's supposed to go. Obtain the wisdom, obtain the knowledge, so that you have understanding of what you read. And I'll give you an example. The Bible says, if somebody slap you, somebody wrong you, slap you, turn the other side for the person to slap. Let me ask you a question. Would you do that? Would you turn this one for the person to slap it back? No, you won't do it. That is spoke in parables. Doesn't mean that turn your other side to the person to slap. It's trying to say that be wise. The Bible is saying when somebody slap you, don't stand there for the person to repeat again. Somebody has done something to you and you know that it's a threat. What do? Just move away. Move away. It's telling you in parables, but some people will mistake that. Look, when they wrong you one, go, let them wrong you two, go, let them wrong you three, go 77 times. Sit there and let them kill you. Let us be wise. Let me not even talk about Bible and this, but the movement is good, yes, but let's educate the people. Rather, let's help the religion to stand firm. You that you are preaching about the common sense, you know the right thing to do, you know what you're supposed to do, but just want to disgrace some people, just want to disgrace people, just want to disgrace, break down the religion and become famous. And what will you gain? becoming famous and destroying the world. Is that what you want? The reason why I'm talking about this is that, listen, charity begins at home. When something is happening, it starts from somewhere. It begins from somewhere gradually, then it's graduating. I am living in the same world, so I must show concern. So I'm saying it. I'm not saying don't form any movements. Form your movement, but be careful the religion that the movement is attacking. That side is no-go area. Don't go there. Because it was there before you were born. Religion was there before anybody that is forming movement was born. If you meet one or two pastors and you defeat them by giving them quotation and they can't speak, that means maybe those people didn't acquire the wisdom, knowledge before they came out and then talked to you. Please, I'm not on you, but I'm not on anybody, and I'm not against anybody. I am just to give advice. We have to really follow procedures. We have to know what we are doing in this world. Otherwise, the peace that we all want to obtain, we can't really obtain it. I will go for commercial break, and when I come back, I would touch on the other side. Thank you. Hello, viewers. You're welcome once again. My name is Pastor Jordanaya Ochory, head pastor of Global Prayer and Anointing Ministries in Canada, and also president of Alliance Creative Community Project in Canada, chairman for United Canadian Emergency Response Organization, also in Canada. What we discuss, I believe you got something out of that. If you're just joining me, you're watching Global Issues on Alliance Creative Network. We discuss global issues, issues that are disturbing the entire world, issues that are going on in our various locations, places that people can talk about, things that some people want to talk about but they can't really talk about. We bring it here and then we discuss it, and we make sure that really the people that are involved really get it. I believe United Nations have an Agenda 2030, and that Agenda 2030 is to make sure we maintain peace and order. Peace and order. Some of them are to maintain peace and order, make sure we do away with poverty, we elevate poverty, we make sure we do away with so many things. So I am here, we are here as Alliance Creative Community Project. We're here to also talk about the peaceful aspect. What can bring peace and joy, togetherness, unity. That is what all this is about. So I am Pastor Jordanaya Ochory once again. I live in Canada, and then I bring greetings from Canada to you all. So let's talk about bringing him down syndrome, pull him down syndrome, pulling him down syndrome. This goes to all of us. If we see our brother surviving, if we see our sister surviving, if we see our friends surviving, then we pull him down. We'll do all it takes, everything within our powers to bring the person down. Why don't we do the same as everything within our powers to bring ourselves up? You are not there. You are not there. But your brother is going, you want to pull him down. Why? Let's ask ourselves why. You can do it, but the person is doing it instead of you studying, learning from the person. If what a person can do, you can really do the same thing, because all of you are human beings. You are all created, you were all created the same way. So why? Why do you want to bring him down? Why do you bring him down? Why are you pulling him down? I don't understand why. Pull him down. And it's all over the world, everywhere. The youth are bringing the leaders down. The leaders are bringing the youth, are looking down upon the leaders, the youth. And then the mother is bringing down daughter. Son is bringing down father. All over the world. Why? We must stop that. For all I know, we have to really help ourselves to elevate ourselves. Let us be our brother's keeper. Let us think deep. If your brother is going on, be worried, because if your brother go down, remember you are also human being like your brother. If your friend is going down, if somebody is going down, the person is human being just as the same as you are. So if he's going down, don't laugh, don't smile, don't be happy, because if they finish him, the next living being is you. They come for you. That is where you realize you made a big mistake. Do you want to do that? They want to bring down this government. They want to destroy some government. You support with your mouth, you support with your strength. Then you talk about it. Yes, you give bad testimony. You tell people this government is not good, this is not bad, this is this is that. The government will come down. But when the government come down, the government is coming down with you. Now the new government that comes with the rules and regulations. Now that you are running, you're running. You see, now that you're running, right? Now you're calling upon the old government that was there, saying they were good, right? Telling you. I just use government to differentiate what I was talking about. But what I'm saying is, if somebody is coming down, help the person stand on its feet. That is what brothers do. That is what mortal beings would do. That is what human beings would do. We have to be there for our brothers, for ourselves. Somebody is falling down, and you look at the person, you say, look, it doesn't belong in my association, doesn't belong in my team. So let me bring him down. Look, let's make a team and bring him down. Bringing him down for what? If it's time for him or her to come down, to step down, he'll step down. Don't force to bring anybody down. Pull him down syndrome. You pull people down without even no reason. And at the end of the day, when you destroy the thing, you say, oh, you wish you wouldn't have done it. But you have already spoiled it. So why won't you now repent? You haven't finished doing it. Just stop it. Don't do it. You pull people down for no reason. He's a young man. He's coming up. He's a young man. He's coming up. He starts publishing himself. He starts telling this. He starts, okay, let me use myself. I have started speaking here. The people will just go and they'll forget about him. Oh, he's stupid, but I know him. This is man. This man, this is he's telling no. You know that what I'm saying is the truth. You know it. You know it. Don't look at me talking, but listen to the word that I'm saying. You know that what I'm saying is true. It's happening all around us. Don't be naive. Just if you could help the situation. Help somebody. If you could help somebody. You won't help anybody, and then you won't help, but you would rather destroy. Who do you think when you finish destroying them, it will come back to you? It will bounce back to you. It's like a lion. It's like two lions. Two lions in a cage that they put, let's say, they put some different animal in and they eat the animal. They finish eating the animal. If it takes like 3, 4, 5 months, a year that they haven't eaten, do you know what they start doing? They eat themselves until both of them are dead. So me and you, we are in a cage. If you eat me and I'm dead, if you eat me and I'm gone, tomorrow, when you're hungry, you start eating yourself. But if you help me to build up, to prepare a farm, to make a good living, to get the money, tomorrow when you need loan, you come to me for the loan. When I need loan, I will come to you. That is how we're supposed to be helping ourselves. Why? Why pulling him down syndrome? Why would you pull somebody down? It's happening all over. Now it's no more politics. It's no more only in the political arena. It's everywhere. It's general because of social media. Pull him down. Somebody will just pick you up, come and sit on social media and and insult you from head to toe and make it look like it's true. You don't do that. You don't do that. The democracy as we talk, democracy as we're talking about, the whites that we call the Western side, the North Americans, Canadian, US, all these people, they understand what democracy is. They will see a superstar like Drake. They will help Drake song. They will buy the song for Drake to be billionaire. I know people are here. We have MPs. We have most of the people. They don't even own their own private jet. But Drake owns a private jet. Most of the artists own their private jet. Yes. This is what we call democracy. They leave them to live their life because they know they sweat, they wet what they are doing. They don't talk about it. Why is Drake driving? Why is Drake having a private jet? Let's bring him down. They don't say, why is Snoop Dogg? Why is Jay-Z have his own island? Let's bring him down. Let's talk about it. Let's destroy them. Let's do this. Let's do that. No. Even though they don't like him or they don't like him, they will never bring him down. Because you know what? If the person have the money, it would help the economy of the country. At least the person is packing the flight and is paying his royalties, paying the parking space, paying for the royalty of the airplane. What of that? Helping the economy, paying his taxes. As far as you pay your taxes, nobody has a problem with you. But let an African leader or let an African youth, young man, buy an aircraft with a legit money. Everybody will talk about it and bring him down like an apple leaf, or like the plug it like an apple or mango, bring you down just like that and destroy you. So the generation that are also watching said, I don't want to go up. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to even be a leader because of enviness. You are there, you don't have it. You don't have it. So somebody shouldn't have it. Those pull him down syndrome, we should stop it, please. It doesn't look good. No. Let's work correctly. Let's work together. Let's work together. You are there. Yes, you're doing what you can. Let somebody also do what he can. But do not trespass. The world is looking at us. The whole world is looking at all of us. Looking at me and you, looking at him and her. Everybody. Nobody's perfect. I could say this to you. Nobody's perfect. You're not perfect. I am not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Anybody who says he's perfect should come and tell me, should prove me wrong. Nobody is perfect. Some people may prove that they are perfect, but I tell you, nobody's perfect. Let us reason up, please. Let us reason up. Let's reason. And also some of the pastors too, please. Not that every day I talk about pastors. I am a pastor myself. I'm not trying to destroy anybody, and I'm not trying to disturb anybody or say anything about anybody. Well, all I'm saying is let us now live good with the members. Let's live good with ourselves. Let's come together. I'm not saying coming together doesn't mean that come and come to my church or come to my house. Let's sit, dine, and wine. I mean, when you're talking about somebody who is not present, you're discussing somebody who is not present, please discuss it well. You don't talk bad about the person when you see the person physically, you start laughing. That is hypocrisy. You don't do that. If you don't like anybody, you don't like the person, you don't like the person, just and somebody is asking you, just say, oh, you know, why are you bashing the person? Why you do defend the person? Defend the person, defend the pastor. Because if you don't defend the pastor, and tomorrow somebody is also bashing you, the person that you said to, you told that that the pastor is not good will also see you as bad because you are the same pastor. You're also a pastor. You're also a man of God. You're not different than that person. What of that? You have to. We have to be unique. We are men of God. We have to be unique. Please, you the pastor, you the archbishop, the doctor, let's sit up. Let's work ourselves well. Let's give the world our best. If you're preaching, preach the way, preach what you like, but do not destroy people. If the pastoral, if the biblical word has code, let me tell you, like you wouldn't have even a number, figure in it. If you think you deserve to speak the word of God, you're mistaken. Nobody deserves it. Nobody on this planet. Because the Bible says, for all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. All of us have sinned. So if you have grace, if God, you find favor in the eyes of God, and God have the grace is upon you, and you have you have the wisdom to start teaching, please teach it well. Don't be arrogant to the world. And don't start condemning others. In ministry, everybody have its own way of teaching. because it's free. They gave it free. They share it. It's anointing. Everybody got his part. So some of them are ministry financiers. Some of them are ministry. They do what they can do. Some of them are supporters. Some of them are deaconesses. Some of them are pastors. Some of them are junior pastors. All will come together to constitute the ministry. Assuming nobody is in your church and you alone, would you call yourself a pastor? Who are you pastoring? Let us behave ourselves. I'm not insulting anybody. I'm not disrespecting anybody. I respect all the pastors that I know. I respect all the men of God. They are great men of God, yes. There are men of God upon men of God, yes. God has really touched his anointed ones that they are working. But I mean, if God has touched you, touch somebody. Because that touch wasn't there for you alone. It was there for you to make sure somebody's touched. Please. I will continue my message tomorrow at the same time. And I believe we've learned a lot. And please, what I'll say is, whatever comment that you have, you could leave the comment below. If you think there are certain things that need to be omitted, just leave the comment and let me know. And I thank each and every one that at the end of my program they call me and then advise me and then reshape me. I thank everybody. They said I shouldn't mention names, but I thank everybody across the world, anybody that calls me to advise me. Thank you very much. We're doing good. Just to say this, Alliance Creative Community Project is looking for volunteers worldwide. Based in Canada, let me say in Canada. If you're already in Canada, we're looking for volunteers to work with on the project. There's new projects that we're coming up with, which will be helping people that are stranded in Canada. Anybody who is stranded that wish to go back to where he's coming from, wherever that person comes from. Anybody who is not doing well, that they want to really understand. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Yeah, so we need volunteers that could really counsel these people. We need, if you're a lawyer, if you're a barrister, whatever that you are, whatever profession that you have, you could really help us with it. So we need volunteers. So please, if you're watching me and you get that, please email us at info@accpglobal.org. info@accpglobal.org. And my personal mail is president@accpglobal.org. president@accpglobal.org. Thank you very much. We'll see you same time.